Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Katam to all the black, Hispanics, and Native Indian out there. And Yahweh Shemar Atam Bashim Yahweh Shai to all the sisters out there. I'm Officer 500 out of Yah with the I.S.U.P.K. And you know, I.S.U.P.K is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We under Commanding General YAHANNA. And the I.S.U.P.K in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we teach the truth about the Bible. We teach that the black, Hispanics, and Native Indian must come back to their heritage, must come back to what they have to follow, must come back to their morality. You understand? Their laws, statutes, and commandments. And this is why we're in the struggle right now. This is why we're in the ghetto right now. This is why we live in the life that we live right now. While we're supposed to rule, we're supposed to rule over every nation, but we're in the bottom right now. Why? Because we don't follow the laws. In the I.S.U.P.K, we show you how to follow. We show you how to follow God. You understand? We're not like the Christian church, but don't only do it by the words, but don't show no action. I mean, we show the actions behind our words, and that's following God. Today we're gonna celebrate a feast. You understand? A feast that you're not gonna hear nowhere else but in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? When we was Christian, did we hear about Hachaanakah?
Sir.
You understand? We didn't hear about Hachaanakah. You understand? Well, this is a memory. This is a dedication. You understand? This is a dedication to those in the past, all forefathers who refused to be victimized, who refused to be slave, who refused, you understand, to be oppressed by the damn devil, man. They refuse to be victimized. We celebrating them today. You understand? And this is something that you should be proud of, a Negro, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You have forefathers that stood up and fought, man. They stood up and fought against the white man. They stood up and fought against the Greek. You understand? They stood up and fought, man. They weren't like that. Your preacher. You understand? Like sell out and everything. We are sell out since back in the days. But these men, what we're gonna read today, you're gonna see what we real about. Beforehand, and somebody bring me that verse. The Lord is a man of war. Old Testament. The Lord is a man of war, and everybody should get a drink. You understand, sisters? You could pass the food to your man, to your Lord. You understand? To the brothers out there. You understand? Everybody should get a drink beforehand. You understand? We're celebrating tonight. You understand? Most people think that following the Bible, following God is a harsh life. You understand? You can't enjoy yourself. Nah, we enjoying ourselves right now. We celebrating right now. You understand? We feasting right now. You understand? So everybody should have a drink. All right, so bring me to that verse. The Lord is the man of war.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord, man of war.
Wait a minute. The Lord is all about hallelujah and happiness, like the Christian church says.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war, man. The Lord is about war. Your life is about war. You understand? Changing your life is about war. It's a war. It's wartime. In the I.S.U.P.K, we are about war. You understand? Even though we might not be killing people right now, we don't kill people. You understand? We don't murder, but we still about war. We still warriors. We still militant. You understand? About this word, and we're gonna see exactly what we're celebrating today. You understand? Like today, becoming a warrior is something that's not valued. There's no value in becoming a warrior, a killer. You understand? While the Lord is a man of war, man. You understand? We rather be victimized. We rather be a sellouts. You understand? We rather be sellouts instead of standing up for our people, instead of standing up for God. But in the I.S.U.P.K, we otherwise, man. We're not like them. We're different, man. You understand? We're celebrating our forefathers who refused to be slaves. We refuse to be, you understand, ridiculed. We refuse to be victimized by the white man. Somebody, let's get it. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. Let's get there. Let's get to the beginning of everything.
I got it. So
now And let the troopers read. You understand?
Concept.
Another
Uh,
one, con, sir.
troopers read. And we already know that Israel was in captivity by the Greek Empire, right?
Concept.
Con.
Let's see how it happened then. Let's go into history, real history, man. Let's go.
Con. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
When they're out of wait. When they're out of Israel, what?
Wicked men.
Your pastor.
Wicked men.
Your black politicians.
Wicked men.
Wicked men. Those that sell drugs.
Wicked men.
The pimps.
Wicked men.
The rappers.
Wicked men.
Go ahead.
Con. Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Wait. Don't we have a covenant with the Most High?
Covenant with the heathen.
Wait. Well, this is a question I'm asking. Don't we have a covenant with the Most High?
Another one, con, sir.
So what does that mean to have a covenant with the heathen? What does that mean to make a covenant with the heathen?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Make an agreement.
In agreement, you understand? And when we look at the native Indian, how did they fall? Make agreement with the damn devil. You understand? Right. By making agreement with the damn devil, that's how the native Indian fell. You understand? And we fall in the same way. You understand? With the black preachers, black politicians, we fall in the same ways today, man. I.S.U.P.K is the only thing that's standing up against all of this, man. I.S.U.P.K is the only thing that the only organization, the only family, the only establishment, you could say, you understand, that's standing up against making deals with the devil, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Let us make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. Mm-hmm. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Wait. We what?
For since we departed from them.
What does that mean? Trooper your rods.
Slacky, sir, repeat the question, please.
What does that mean? What the Trooper Shah one just read?
Slacky, where we at? First Maccabees 1.
Chapter 1, verse 12, right?
God, let me just catch up here 1 second. Bear with me for a moment. So this device leads them well. Slacky, First Maccabees 1 and
Chapter
12.
1. So like verse 11. Read where you at again, Triple Shah once. Like verse 11.
In verse 11. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Since we departed from them, what does that mean? That part, you're right. Since we departed from them.
Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Exactly. That part. Since we departed from them. I see you. Also, let the trooper now work it out a little bit. Trooper.
Slacky, sir, if I can get the context on this, I think it's talking about they departed from the other nation.
What does that mean?
The other nation being like, this is the Northern Kingdom, right?
No. And Triple Squad. Go ahead.
Lakia, sir, it means we separated from the other nations.
Exactly. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. You understand? Since they're separated, can we find an example of that in the Bible?
Concept.
I see you, officer. Let the trooper's gonna get the officer station. You understand? They're gonna be right here with us. Now we preaching. Let them do some work.
Concept.
Go ahead, troopers.
Lakia, sir, what was the question?
Were there other places where we were separated from the Eden or from the other nation? An example of what we just read. Nobody knows? Officer, go ahead.
Salakia, other one.
Go ahead, Trooper Barkel.
When we were in Egypt,
Give him a hand.
Right.
Give him a hand. Get Trooper Barkel. Understand exactly. We were separated in Egypt. We left Egypt. You understand? And what did I say? What happened? However, what happened in this part? Trooper Shire 1. Read that part again.
For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
The same thing that happened in Egypt, right? When we left Egypt, when we separated from Egypt, they wanted to kill Moses. You understand? They wanted to kill Moses. Like, where did you bring us, man? You understand? But Moses, was working with the Most High. Understand? Today, the feast is about, courage. You understand? It's about courage. Understand? It's about not being a coward. That's what we're celebrating today. While these people were cowards, man. You understand? They were cowards. Like, you understand? They were like, you know what? Since we're not with the eaters no more, now we got to do everything ourselves. You understand? At least when we was with the white man, he was giving us crumbs. He was giving us welfare. Right. Now we got to work for our food. Now we got to do things by ourselves. Well, we could have just stay on welfare. We could have just sell drugs. We could have just fed these hoes. But now I really got to put my mind into it. Now I really got to focus. You understand? And put up and build up an industry, build up a business. You understand? These men were cowards, man. They were weak. They were lazy. They were cowards. Understand? Keep on going.
Verse 12. So this device. So this device pleased them well.
So they agreed. You understand? They agreed. They're like, you know what? Let's go. It's true. You understand? Now we don't have the white man no more. Now we don't have the white man no more. We don't know how to move. You understand? We need the white man. We need the Africans. We need the Japanese, the Chinese. You understand? We need these people. You understand? The Chinese making PlayStation, right? Well, we can't make our own PlayStation. We need them Chinese to make our own the PlayStation for us. You understand? That's the mentality that we're in. Go ahead.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein.
Go read that part again.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein.
Go ahead.
That they went to the king.
What does that mean? Troopers.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
They wanted to go back to the king to have the things they used to have.
They miss. You understand? They were like, you know what? What you just said? What they just said? You understand? The preacher said, you know, we need the white man. Well, you know what? We need the white man. We need those Greeks. And they went to Justin Trudeau. You understand? They went to the Queen. Well, we need you. They went to become a beggar. You understand? They went to beg. While the Bible said, don't live the life of a beggar, right?
Right.
They went to beg the oppressor, man. You understand? They went to the king. They went to the queen. They're like, well, we need you. We can make it out. All we need is some ghettos. All we leaders, I mean, them
So,
when
so,
it beg the oppressor, man. Go ahead.
so I wanted to add, it's like our people today who think that with the Judites who tell, they go out and say we need a reparations from our oppressors, like the reparations are going to help us, like they need the reparations and they need the welfare from our.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing. They went to him beg instead of grabbing the kingdom. They asked him, "Well, give me reparation." Well, the them devil is never gonna give you reparation because it's the damn devil the Bible speak of, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, also the Rush.
Okay, so I wanted to add a precept, if I may.
Go ahead.
Come on. This is Hosea 2, verse 5. It says, "For their mother hath played the harlot. She hath conceived them that hath done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, mine oil and mine drink."
Exactly. You understand? We went after the oppressor for everything that we need. Instead of having brotherhood, just like Officer the Right just now, yesterday he had the class, a brotherhood class. Instead of having brotherhood, you understand, we fend ourselves, we go to the oppressor and beg the oppressor. Beg for just some crumbs. You know? We're supposed to rule over the oppressor, man. This is what these people did, man. Keep on going, Trooper Shaw
1. Who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
Wait. To do what?
Gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
So you mean now they didn't celebrate Christmas? Now they could celebrate Christmas. Read that part again.
Who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
Who knows what was going on in Greece during the Greek Empire? Who knows? Give me examples. Super Sequoia.
Select.
Okay, sir. One example is they were doing like I don't know. I want to say like what is it?
Sodomite. You understand? That's one. Go ahead. So somebody got something else?
Slovakia, sir.
Go ahead.
They had the tribe of Judah wrestling naked in the gladiators. The gladiators.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. We're gonna read it. We're gonna read a little bit of it. It's not gonna be detailed, but we're gonna read about it as well. Understand? We was wrestling naked and everything. All these gladiators, and it was to death. All these blood sport, call it blood sport back in the day. Naked blood sport. Understand? That's what they were doing back in the days in Greece. Something else? We need to know these empires, what they used to do, you understand? And relate it to what's going on today. Just like wrestling today, you understand? Just like Officer Zabad said, just like wrestling today. They wear tights and everything, tight clothes and everything. You understand? Butt-ass naked, almost butt-ass naked, wrestling each other, man. That comes from Greece. You understand? And when you look at the Greek depiction of everything that was going on, every sport was butt-ass naked, man. You understand? Go ahead, somebody, Tribusha, when you was gonna say something.
So just a lot of paganism, worshiping false gods.
The what?
A lot of paganism.
Worshiping false God, you understand? Exactly. Pedophilia, homosexuality, you understand? Incest, you understand? All this was going on in Greece. Now, what happens now to Israel? Israel was practicing all this. You understand? Now they had the license now to do all these the evil things. Just like today. Today you see black men are gays, going to the parade, you understand? And what you want to call it? What is called again? Those homosexual parade. Understand?
Gay pride.
They're all in there with exactly pride. So like, you understand? Pride parade, you understand? Yeah, now you see black people doing this. Now you see Latinos. Now you see Native Indian, you understand? With the rainbow flag, you understand? Everything, waving that thing. Now you see exactly what's going on in our community, you understand? Children being molested, you understand? daughters being raped. You understand? That's what's going on. And we had a license to do all of these things back in Greece when the Greek Empire was ruling. You understand? Keep on going.
Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem.
Wait. Officer Zabaja, that's your part. That's what you were saying. Read that part again.
They built a place of exercise at Jerusalem.
What is this place of exercises called today? Super Shaman.
Salakia, so is this just like arenas, fighting arenas?
Arenas, but there's another word. There's another word I'm looking for. Who knows?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead. And wait. Trooper Sakwa.
A gym.
What?
A gym.
A gym. Give me, man. You understand? Give me, man. A gymnasium. That's where it come from, man. You understand? Where black people, where Jews were wrestling butt ass naked. You understand? We're exercising butt ass naked. That's where it come from, man. Understand? Now they have built one in Jerusalem. Now there was butt ass, wrestlers wrestling butt ass naked in Jerusalem, in the motherland. That's why we had that. Because why? Because we demand. You understand? You understand? That's what happened. Keep on going. Officers, if you want to add anything, go ahead. Don't you understand?
Sir.
Go ahead, Trooper Shawan.
According to the customs of the heathen. And
according to what?
The customs of the heathen.
So we didn't do this type of thing back in the days, you understand? It's not in the laws. We wanted to be under the Greeks. Now we're doing what Greek people are doing. Now we're doing what other heathens are doing. Because the Greek took other religion, took other philosophies into their own philosophy. So now we're doing all these dumb things, just like today. Nothing under the sun. Understand? Go ahead.
And made themselves uncircumcised.
Wait, Trooper. Make themselves what?
Uncircumcised.
How? How did they make themselves uncircumcised?
Salakia, sir.
Where?
They stopped keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
Exactly. You understand? Give the Trooper a hand. Give Trooper Shaw one hand.
Right.
They make themselves by not following the laws. They become uncircumcised. You understand? Keep on going.
And forsook the holy covenant.
You have the answer right there. And forsook the holy covenant. Not that they didn't want to follow the laws no more. Just like our people today. You understand? We wrestling and fighting for our people not mean to obey the law, to remember the laws. They're still eating pork. They're still molesting children. They're still being whores. They're still being whoremongers. They're still, you understand, doing all type of abomination out there. You understand? While we in the I.S.U.P.K, we telling them, you look, brother, look, sister, this is not the way to go. This is not who you are. This is not who you're supposed to be. Come back exactly to the Most High. They're still doing it what they're not supposed to do. Understand? The same thing was going on back in the day. We're still in the same fight today. Go ahead.
Another one, and join themselves to the heathen.
And what?
Join themselves to the heathen.
Now, we in the idea, should we join ourselves to the heathen?
Last.
Hold on, he's gonna come back. 1 sec.
You muted for a second.
Where's the thing?
Khan, can you read that one more time for me?
Khan, sir. And join themselves to the heathen.
Read.
And we're sold to do mischief.
Right. So right there you see that we joined ourselves to the heathen, and the whole heathen's culture is just mischief. Like everything about the heathen's culture is mischief. And that's what our people were sold themselves to do, to continue the mischief of the heathens. Read some more.
Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen.
Khan. Verse 16.
Verse 16. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion of 2 realms.
Right. So they were already ruling over Jerusalem, right? So at this moment, Antiochus, he wanted to reign over Egypt as well. Like our oppressors is always greedy. They're forever greedy. They're not gonna just they just don't want one. They want everything. They just don't want you to work for them. They want to take your paycheck and everything. They want you to buy food from them. They want you to not know that your forefathers were great. Like if you think about how many black inventors that we had, like, and we can't even name them. They don't want you to know that. Read.
Verse 17. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy.
Yeah. Right. So this right here, like you've seen it like in Greek movies and like old war movies based on the Greek, where they were like they were riding elephants into different lands, and they were going into different lands to conquer. Like one thing about the Greek Rome Empire, it's the starting of the Edomite Empire. From Greek we got Rome. From Rome we got Spain, and from there we got the British Empire. And now we're in the last days living in the great city of Babylon, which is America. Read.
Verse 18. And made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got the strong cities in the land of Egypt, and he took the spoils thereof. And
All right,
after,
Salakia. I'm gonna hand the class back over to Officer 500 RDR.
All right, so to water, priest.
100%.
All right. You could drop that. You could drop that. And let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 7. Since today is about courage, let's see something about courage that's in the Bible that you will never hear from the Christian church. Way before we go into the Hachaanakah, you understand, of feast, you understand? Let's go into stories of what happened back in the days, you understand? We're going to show you something about courage that every one of us should have, and every trooper, officers, you understand, captain, generals in the I.S.U.P.K must have to be in the I.S.U.P.K, you understand? And this is why we say we're not like the other fake Israelite groups, you understand? We're not like the other fake camps and everything. Why? Because we stand by the words. We stand by this Bible. We have courage. We are one of our motto is no cowards. Just like you see no cowards Canada, you're not gonna find no cowards over here. In I.S.U.P.K Canada, we're not no cowards. Tell yourself, if we was in the street, we would have been the realest G's in the streets. You understand? We ain't no damn cowards over here, and we're gonna show you something about courage in the Bible. You understand? And most people think that courage is only to focus on men. Laha. Men and women have to have courage in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Let's get it. 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. Most of you in the I.S.U.P.K know this story already. We read it already. Let's get back to it again before you understand we get to the to the hardcore things.
Salakia, the one you said, 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1.
Come. Understand? Today feast is about courage. It's about, you understand, not being a coward, not wanting to be victimized. But the white man tell you, you know what? You gotta do this, and it's against the law. You tell him, hell no, I'm not gonna do this, man. You understand? This is what we're reading today. This is what we're celebrating today. And let's say something about courage. Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1. And Trooper Squad, bring me to 2 Maccabees chapter 6, verse 6. Number question.
I don't want second event 1.
Let Trooper Squad read what he has first. Then after that, we go just to get in the mentality and the idea of what we're gonna read.
Second Maccabees, verse 6.
Salakia, you cutting up a little bit. If you could move like closer to the mic, it would be too wild. No sweat.
And there was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to
we couldn't keep our laws. We couldn't keep the Sabbath. That's just like, you know what I mean, every week. That's the Sabbath is every week, right? Every Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So we couldn't even keep the Sabbath. We couldn't even keep, you know what I mean, the feast that we celebrate. We couldn't keep the Passover. None of these things. I mean, none of our laws we could keep. We had to be exactly just like Trooper Shawan just read, just like the Eden. Understand? We had to be disgusting like them. We had to be homosexual like them. We had to wrestle naked, butt ass naked like them. Understand? Keep on. Was that it, Trooper Squad?
sir.
Go ahead.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
So we couldn't even say we're Israelite. We couldn't even say that black people are the real Jews. We couldn't even say that I am a real Jew. You couldn't even say that, you know what? I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of, you understand? Issachar. You understand? And so on. Zebulun. You couldn't even say that. Now let's see something that happened though back in the days. Trooper Barakela, bring me there.
Con the one. This is Second Beast chapter 7 verse 1. And it came to pass also that with their mother taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine flesh.
Wait.
They were
Wait.
tormented with scourges and whips.
Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. You know us in the I.S.U.P.K. We don't go too fast. We got to break down everything. You understand?
Right?
So what happened? Read that part again, Trooper. Baba question.
It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken.
All right, say that. So this is talking about 7 brothers. Stay there. This is talking about 7 brothers. You understand? With their mother. You understand? Listen close, Christian. This story you're not gonna hear in the Christian church. Go ahead.
And compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
Wait, now this is the king of Greece. This is the king of Greece that say, you know what? You gotta eat pork. In Creole, you understand? For the Levites, they love that griot. You understand? They love that griot, which is fried pork. You understand? But the king told these 7 brothers and their mother, you have to eat griot. You have to eat pork. You have to eat that bacon. You have to eat that pork chop. You understand? You have to eat those chitlings.
Right.
You understand? It's like, you understand? You have to eat those damn things. This is a king. You understand? Imagine a king telling you, you know what? You have to eat this. What you gonna do? You gonna tell the king no? You gonna tell the king, well, I can't do it? Or you gonna tell, well, the king told me to do it. You understand? I gotta do it. Otherwise, you're gonna be in the news. Well, he went against the king. He told the king, no, he's not gonna eat the pork. You understand? You're gonna be mainstream news. You're gonna lose your job. You understand? Over eating swine. You're gonna lose everything over eating swine. Well, let's see what happened then. Go ahead.
And were tormented with scourges and whips. Verse 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than transgress the laws of our fathers.
We are ready to do what?
We are ready to die.
Right?
To die.
We are ready to die. We are ready in the I.S.U.P.K. We are ready to die, man. Instead of going against the laws of the Most High, we ready to die, man. Know this first. Go ahead.
It's like that's so powerful that these brothers, like, they were ready to die to keep the law. Like you that's something you don't even hear in our neighborhoods. Like the brothers and sisters in our neighborhood, like, they just want to give in to the oppressors at every moment. They don't want to die to this truth. Like, when it comes to rather eat shrimp, they rather eat the shrimp than to die to not eat the shrimp.
Right. You understand? And this is with the I.S.U.P.K, man. We rather die instead of, you know what I mean? Instead of going against the side. You understand? And this is why we're living our old self. This is why we're becoming brand new. We're being washed again. You understand? Because we rather die today instead of going back to where we were back in the days. This is the I.S.U.P.K, man. These brothers were one West. With that mother, that's one West. You understand? Go ahead.
We are ready to die rather than transgress the laws of our fathers. Verse 3.
Now, remember back we just read. Remember, we just read. There were certain brothers that went to the king and be like, you know what? We need white people. We need these people. You understand? And now you have 7 brothers with their mother that's like, what? Nah, we rather die. While the majority was like, you know what? Let's do what people are doing. Maybe there's fun into it. You understand? Let's be homosexual. Let's go to the pride parade. You understand? Let's molest the kid. Let's be, you understand, whatever sexual deviant you could see on earth. But there's 7 brothers and a mother that was like, you know what? We're not even gonna touch pork. We're not even gonna eat pork. You understand? That's one way. That's the mentality that every one of us right here should have. And that's the mentality that we should, give to the people outside, give to our people outside, show to our people outside. We're not going to transgress the Most High laws. We rather die instead of transgressing the laws. And we're going to see something while we're reading this story. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons.
What was the king in rage? Salakia, we got to go slow, Barakala. Why was the king in rage?
Salakia, the one.
Go ahead.
Because we rather died in transgress the laws of our fathers and listen to the king.
Yes. So what do we do? What do you do to the king while you doing that?
Salakia, when you disobey him, you don't listen to him.
Yes, but I want to go deeper into it. And Salakia, also the Zabaja, you was gonna say?
Salakia, sir. Like to not eat the swine was to not fear the king, to embarrass the king, to make him seem weak.
Exactly.
Matter.
Exactly. Now you got to think like in the level you were king. Everybody got to be subject to you. Everybody got to listen to you. Now there comes a family, 7 brothers and a mother. The first one said, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna listen to you. That means they don't fear the king. And what's that gonna do? Multiply other people is gonna like, you know what? We don't fear you, king. All you gotta have in mind, have the movie 300 in mind.
Right.
What was the name of the king? Xerxes or whatever?
Khan, sir.
Khan. You understand? He was like a god. You understand? Just like take King Jong-un, King Jong whatever, uno or dos or tres, whatever he is. You understand? King Jong uno, dos or tres. Exactly. You understand? He says something, everybody follows. But here comes a family, 7 brothers and their mothers that were like, you know what? Hell nah, we ain't gonna do what you saying. Now the king is like, you know what? Irritated. He's like, what the hell? I am the king. You're supposed to follow what I say. How the hell you not gonna follow what I say? We rather die instead of following you, king. Instead of, you know what I mean, doing what you're telling us to do that is against the Most High. We rather die instead of following what you do has to say if it goes against the Most High. We rather die if the queen says something we gotta do that goes against the Most High. We rather die in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? They made weed legal, right? We ain't smoking no damn weed in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? If they make pedophilia legal, we're not gonna be pedophiles. You understand? They made bestiality semi-legal. We're not gonna have sex with animals. You understand? And Trooper Shower 1, can you take over? Trooper Barakela is off.
Hold on, sir. Verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made what?
Wait a minute. So you know, before you cook a food, you cook your food, right? You gotta heat the stove, and I mean, before you put the grease, you understand? Your cauldron or whatever you're using got to be hot, right? That's what's happening. Go ahead.
Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Imagine that. Now you spoke, you ain't gonna speak no more. You understand? Now you the one that spoke. Now you ain't gonna speak no more. Keep on going.
And to cut off the utmost parts of his body.
What is the utmost part of his body?
Slack, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Like his limbs, like his fingers, his toes.
His hands and his feet. You understand? Like this is the mid part of your body. So the utmost part is what's here. Understand? Your members. Understand? So they cut off his hands and his feet. Go ahead.
The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
Now, in front of his mother, in front of his brother, he was cut up, he was chopped up. You understand? Keep on going.
Verse 5. Now, when he was thus maimed in all his members,
brutalized, that was brutalized. You understand? When it was brutalized in all his members, go ahead.
He commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire.
Now, while he's still alive, drop him in the cauldron that was heating up. Drop him in that pot. You understand? That was eating up. Drop him in it. You understand? That's what happened to our brothers, man. That's what happened to our forefathers. That's what happened, to our people, man, back in the days. For what? For not eating swine, man. For not eating a piece of bacon. Imagine people, you understand? You can't go to a restaurant, you understand, and order breakfast without no bacon. You're going to have to tell them, well, you know what? I don't want no bacon in it. You understand? Well, how are you going to have breakfast without no bacon? Well, for not eating bacon, that brother was chopped up and put into a pan. You understand? Go ahead.
And to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed.
Exactly. While he was cooking in that pan, while he was cooking and everybody looking, go ahead.
They exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus.
Now they're talking to each other. They're like, you know what? Our brother just got killed. Mama, our brother just got killed. Well, I ain't gonna do something otherwise. I'm gonna die just like that. Understand? I'm gonna die like a man. I'm gonna die on my feet instead of living on my knees. And that's you one West. That's one West. That's I.S.U.P.K, man. We live on our feet instead of understand. We die on our feet, Salakia. We die on our feet instead of living on our knees, man. That's one West. That's what we're celebrating tonight. Brothers that die on their feet instead of living on their knees, instead of doing what the Greek wanted them to do. Instead of following the Eden custom, we follow our own custom and we're ready to die for them. You understand? Go ahead.
The Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us.
You understand? Now God is watching over us. God sees everything that's going on, and God sees what we're doing right now. You understand? We're good. You understand? We're good. In other words, that's what they were saying. We're good. You understand? We're gonna die like men. We ain't gonna be soft. We ain't gonna be no cowards. We ain't gonna be no Christian that's gonna say, well, you know what? All you gotta do is pray over the pork. They could have said that, right? The king told us to eat pork. All we gotta do is pray over it. Understand? Like Christian today, all we gotta do is pray over the pork. They're like, nah, we ready to die for not eating pork, man. Imagine that. Let this be in your mind. We have forefathers that was ready to die. Now, I mean, instead of eating pork. Now, imagine if you with a whore in your life. For those that's not in I.S.U.P.K, imagine your wife, you understand, outside, you understand, and you sleeping with a whore. You can't leave those whore alone. You can't leave the drug alone. Imagine that. Our forefather was like, you know what? For eating bacon, for eating chitlin, for eating ribs, they were like, we rather die instead of doing that. Keep on going.
as Moses in his song, which witness to their faces declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. So when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
To make him
And
what?
when they make him a mocking stock.
So they they took the second, right? They laughed at him. They laughed at him, man. They're like, oh yeah, you're gonna die like your brother now? You ready to die like your brother? They made fun of him, man. Go ahead.
Come on, come. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair,
What
they
does that
asked
mean?
him,
What does that mean? What does that mean? To pull the skin of his head back with his hair. Who knows?
Salaki.
They what? Triple Shower Select officer. Triple Shower what you say?
they cut his
There's a word.
skin,
There's a word for it. There's a word for it.
marred his skin.
Officer Baja. Go ahead.
They scalped him, sir.
They scalp him, man. Understand? They scalp him. Understand? Go ahead, Triple Shower 1. While they scalp him, they took the. Imagine that, like when you read the Bible, these stories. Imagine you living in those times and watching it happen in your mind. Understand? They scalped the brother. Took it. You understand? Imagine you in the public watching this. They took his hair out, the skin of his head out with a knife. There's no, you understand? No medicine, no antibiotic, you understand? They could give him to, no painkiller, no none of these things. Now they just, raw. They just take a knife or whatever they have, you understand, a sword, and just took this the skin of his head, you understand, with his hair. They scalped the brother. Go ahead, read.
They asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?
So now, are you gonna eat this pork? Are you gonna eat this bacon? Are you gonna eat this rib? Or are you gonna be, traumatized? And whatever we gotta do to you. Are you ready to brutalize? What did the brother say?
Wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? But he answered in his own language and said, no.
He said what?
No.
His own language? He said what? He said what?
La.
Are you gonna read? Are you gonna eat that bacon? Triple Shower 1?
La, sir.
Are you gonna eat that pork chop? Yes.
I'd rather die, sir.
I'd rather die. Damn right. You understand? Get Triple Shower 1 in here. I'd rather die. You understand? Damn right. And this is for every other commandment that they ask us to break, or that comes in our mind to break. We rather die. You understand? Let these words be in our mind. When the temptation comes, I'd rather die. You understand? Go ahead.
Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did. Verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up.
Wait a minute. Okay. We gotta wait. So he said, not in this present, you could take my life, but the King of heaven should raise us up, right? What did that brother believe in?
regeneration or reincarnation, sir.
Exactly. Give Trooper Shaw one hand.
Right.
Saying regeneration. This is a verse that you could use for regeneration as well. That brother believed in regeneration, man. You could take my life. You know what I'm saying? You could take this life. I have so many lives. For those that say YOLO, you understand? You have one life to live, you a damn lie. We have many lives in the UPK. We're gonna come back again. And we're gonna come back to rule the world, man. You understand? We might die today. We're coming back to rule the world. You understand? This is what it is. We have many lives, man. We died today, we're coming back again. And that brother knew this, man. You understand? Our forefather, they knew exactly what regeneration meant and what it is. Go ahead.
Who have died for his laws unto everlasting life.
Go ahead.
After him was the third made a mocking stock.
Just like the second one, right?
And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right son, holding forth his hands manfully.
So that brother was like, you know what? You ain't even speak. You just here you go. Take my tongue, take my hands. There you go. You understand? Imagine that, for not eating bacon, for not eating, you understand? For not eating ribs, for not eating griot, Asian griot. They rather die, man. That's 7 brothers. That's 7 hardcore brothers. Today, these brothers would have been in the I.S.U.P.K, man. No fake groups. I mean, no JOCC, no IYC. They would have been in I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? We the hardcore. We like these brothers out there, man. Go ahead.
Verse 11. And said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despise them. And from him I hope to receive them again. Insomuch
I hope to what?
I hope to receive them again.
You understand? He knew about regeneration. He knew about reincarnation. You understand? He knew he was gonna come back on the earth again. So bring me to verse 24. I have a question. Just I don't want to take too much time on that. So we know the story already. This is 7 brothers now. That were killed for not eating pork. Why I wanted to bring that story out, because we're talking about courage. You understand? And the feast that we're celebrating today is about courage, man. You understand? Right. Let's go. Bring me to verse 24. No. And officers, if y'all want to add something, just go ahead. And don't be shy.
Come on.
All right, go ahead. All right, Trooper Shaw 1, you got it.
Sir. Verse 21.
And 24. 24 is a question.
Verse 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words.
Now this is the king. This is the king that told him to eat pork. Now the king is saying all the 6 brothers were ready to die, and they died. Now the last brother, you understand, the youngest brother, he's still alive. And the youngest brother is there. And now everybody watching the king, watching those 6 brothers, go against the king command. Now everybody like, you know what, the king ain't shit. You ain't shit, man. You understand? Now you putting these people to death, for not eating pork. Now people start. He was like, in his mind, well, people gonna look at me, evil, like I'm a cruel, like I'm disgusting. I'm an evil king. You understand? I'm putting these brothers out to death. You understand? And these brothers You understand? Don't even say, well, sorry, King, your majesty. You understand? Okay, I will eat the pork. Nah, the brother was like straight up, nah, we ain't gonna eat the damn thing. You know what I mean? We rather die. Go ahead.
Another one, Khan. Did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend.
Understand? So just eat the pork, Trooper Shawan. I'll give you $100 billion for eating the pork. You understand? 100 million? Eat the pork, brother, man. Why you gotta die like your brother? Why you gotta die like Nami, like Officer Daraj, like Officer Zabaja, like Officer Nami Adiyar? You understand? For not eating pork. Just eat the pork, brother, man. I'll give you everything you need, everything you want. You understand? Surely you don't want to die for not eating a piece of bacon. It's just bacon, Trooper Shawan. Don't go and die for bacon. Just eat the bacon, brother. You understand? I give you all the money that you want. I give you all the desire that you understand, just like a genie. I give you everything you wish for, man. Understand? Go ahead.
And a happy man. If you
what?
would turn a happy man.
That's your preacher. That's your black politicians, man. Happy man. While all people are suffering, while all people don't have knowledge of self, while all people, you understand, in the ghettos, while all people are in the bottom of the world, while all people are in hell, that's your black politician and your black preachers. They're happy right now. You understand? While we suffering. Go ahead.
If he would turn from the laws of his fathers.
If he would do what?
Turn from the laws of his fathers.
God damn. Go ahead.
And that also he would take him for his friend.
I will have you as my friend. You're going to be my friend now. But there's a verse in the Bible that says what? Understand? The devil's words are smooth like butter, right? Go ahead, officer.
God, sir. It's like exactly what we're reading right now. It's exactly what we've seen during this election in the United States which just passed. We had Kanye West and Ice-Cube going to Edomites, Donald Trump thinking that they could strike a deal with the president and that it would benefit their people.
Exactly, man. And you see Kanye, especially Kanye West, you see him, arguing Trumps and everything, you know what I mean? Like his best friend. You be my friend. Just vote for me. Just, know what I mean? Just put that hat, know what I mean? That MAGA hat, you understand? Make America great again. Just put the hat on, brother. You be my friend. You understand? We the same. It's the same thing that was going on back in the day. Understand? Go ahead. That's an excellent point, Officer Zabaja.
Sir.
No sweat.
And that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs.
You understand? Now you're gonna be my counselor. Now you're gonna be my right-hand man. You understand? Now I need something. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna talk to you. What do you think about this? You understand? You're gonna be my friend. You're gonna be in my house. You understand? You're gonna be in the same house as I live in. All you gotta do is eat some bacon, man. You see what our people went through for eating bacon? For eating chitlings? While we can't stop smoking weed. While we can't stop having sex with whores. Keep on going.
But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother.
Now the young man said, "Laha, I ain't gonna eat no bacon. I don't want to be your friend. I don't give a damn about being rich. All I want to do is follow the Most High. and I'm willing to die for it, just like my brothers were willing to die. Imagine they torture your brother right in front of your eyes. Imagine you see your brothers now being tortured, being killed right in front of your eyes for not eating bacon. If you're weak, you're gonna say what? You know what? Give me that piece of bacon, man. Nothing to me, man. The most like the Christian, the most I will understand. All I gotta do is pray. Well, God, I'm gonna eat that piece of bacon right now. Sorry, but you see what I'm into right now. I ain't got no choice, God. I ain't got no choice, God. You see what's going on, God. You understand? Forgive me, God, but I gotta eat that bacon. I need my life. Them brothers didn't say that, man. Them brothers was ready to die. Christian will say, you know what? Just pray over it. Oh God, I know I'm not supposed to eat that piece of bacon, those chitlins, now me. You understand that rib? I know I'm not supposed to eat it, God, but you see that I'm about to die for it. God, please forgive me. You understand? That's Christian way. But us in the I.S.U.P.K, we're gonna be like, you know what? I'm ready to die for it, and they're gonna see it some like something strange. Now the king was like, you know what? He couldn't get through that brother. What did he do? He went to the mother, because the mother's so feminine, so weak, and the mother wants to see her children live. You understand? A mother is like the role of a mother is to nurture. You understand, the child. So he went to the mother. This is what the mother said.
And exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. And when
he went to the mother, was like, you know what? Your son don't want to listen, man. I'm giving him a chance right now. I'm giving him the chance of his life. He's seen his brother get died. Now I'm making him rich. I'm giving him everything that he wants. Yeah, I'm giving him a place in my own damn house. He must be crazy, man. You got a bunch of crazy kids. Talk to your kid. Go ahead.
And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she, bowing herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna tell him. You know how black women could be like, I mean, like being sarcastic. You know, he was being sarcastic. Yeah. I'm gonna tell him. I should damn mind, sucker. You understand? She was laughing him. She was laughing at him now. I mean, like, you must not know. These are my sons. They're men. They ain't pussies. You know what I mean? She was laughing. That's the mother, man. Imagine you. I mean, that's the type of mother you want for your child, for your children. Right. That's the type of mother you want to have in your life. That's the type of wife that you want to have. Like, if you're not there, now it's not talking about the man. You don't even see nothing about the father. Maybe the father died in war. Maybe, I mean, whatever. But the mother was there to play the role of a real mother. And that's what we need. That's the type of woman you will find in the I.S.U.P.K. The type of mother that will fight, you know what I mean, for the Most High. And even if their child died, it's for the Most High, she will be proud of the child. She won't give in. She won't tell the child, you know what? Well, son, you got to celebrate Christmas because, you know what? And Justin Trudeau said, if you don't celebrate Christmas, you go to jail. Nah, my son don't celebrate Christmas, Justin Trudeau. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll talk to him. You understand? You understand? I'll talk to him. Yeah. Okay. You understand? That's what happens. And that's the type of woman that we need. That's the type of woman that you need to have in your life. Not the type of woman that's gonna be like, you know what? Well, I can't pay the rent. I gotta blow job the owner. I can't. You understand? Salakia. You understand? But this is the type of things that happen, man. I gotta blow job the owner because I can't pay the rent. You understand? Well, the boss said he's gonna fire me. I gotta go under the desk. You understand? You know what I mean? I have the type of woman that's gonna be like, you know what? Fire me if you got to. well, I'm not gonna go under the desk. Understand? Under the bureau in French.
So
I'm not gonna go ahead.
Like what you're saying is so heavy because so many of our sisters right now have OnlyFans pages. Like times is hard. The only thing they can think of is let me show my naked body to 1,000 men for $5 a month.
Right. You understand? For $5 a month. Goddamn. Imagine that. You understand? Well, you know what? You don't need the type of woman. Have the type of woman that's gonna stand. And if a son is being killed for the laws, she's happy with it. And she's gonna scorn. She's gonna scorn just an intruder for it. Yeah. You understand? Don't have the type of woman that's gonna have sex. You understand that come back. This type of woman that create holes in their panties just to, to have sex and cheat on you. Don't have those type of women, man. Have the type of woman that's gonna elevate you and push you to keep these laws, man. You understand? Push you to follow the Most High. Have the type of woman when you follow the Most High, she's right there next to you, man. And that's what you find in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Understand? A woman that don't want to follow the law, she's not gonna want to be in the I.S.U.P.K. Or if she goes in, she's gonna be out of the I.S.U.P.K because she's not real. She's not the type of woman that's like this mother, man. You understand? Keep on going.
Spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb.
Go ahead.
And gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee.
Go ahead.
And brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education.
Go ahead.
I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that God made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise.
So this woman is not only realizing, but telling her son, you know what? Black woman ain't God. That's what she's saying. Black woman ain't God, my son.
Come on, sir.
I went through all this with you, but I didn't make you. I didn't give you life. God gave you life. You understand? If it wasn't for God, you wouldn't even be in my belly. You understand? If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be able to push you outside of my, you know what? You understand? But God gave you life. God is the author of life. I was just a tool that God used to bring you in this world. Just like your father was a tool for God, for you to be in this world, that God used to be for you to be in this world. It wasn't my doing. It was God's doing. But you understand? This go against, you understand, those charismatic folks. Well, the black woman is God. The black woman create life. Nah, God create life. Without God, life cannot be. And this mother understood that, man. Understand? She was like, you know what? Black woman ain't God. The Most High, Yahweh, is God. Go ahead.
Right. Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Like what this mother did was so gangster that she's recognizing her role in as an Israelite, and she's not putting herself before the Most High. And you got to think about how powerful, or how, like, just imagine a sister in the world having to witness her child being murdered, and exactly, like, she's having the courage and the strength, and like she's just having so much strength to tell her son to not eat the pork and just go through with it and follow the laws of the.
And not just one child, not just one child. Right. That's 6 children. That's 6 children, she said. That's 6 children, you know what I mean, being tortured to death right in front of her. Right in front of her. Now, there's a motherhood feeling that comes into a woman that when she sees her kids being oppressed and killed or something go wrong, there's a feeling in her guts that, I mean, she doesn't feel right. If she's a good mother, of course, if she has any type of love and type of sense. But she's seen a 6. Go ahead there, officer.
Oh no, go. You can finish, sir, and then
All right, come to what? She's seen her 6 children, I mean, being killed, tortured to death. I mean, limbs cut off, being boiled, and I mean, fried in the pan, in the cauldron. And she still stood there like a warrior, man. Understand? That's the type of woman you need to have in your life. And that's the type of woman you're gonna find in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand?
Right.
If you're not like that woman, you're not I.S.U.P.K. material, man.
right.
You understand? Be like that. You understand? And it's be courageous. You know, have courage. And it's not only for men, it's for the woman as well. You understand? Don't give out. Don't give in to the white man. Well, you know what? The white man says this, I gotta do this. Nah, it's against the Most High. Tell the white man, you know what? F yourself. I ain't gonna do a damn thing. You understand? Hold for the Most High. You understand? Go ahead. Go ahead, Officer the Rush.
Well, I guess, sir, I was gonna say, had that been a mother who went to IUIC, she'd be like, I'll make my sons eat this pork for a $2,000 reward.
Right. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man. So like, man, you understand? Yeah, then right, man. Them I learned from General Miami. You understand? Those are the camps are straight faggots.
Right.
You understand? That's how I look at them. Like they're straight faggots. You understand? No, what you want is I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? If it's not I.S.U.P.K, it's not the truth, man. Those are the Israelites, man. I don't know what they're doing. We have some in Montreal and Toronto. I don't even care what they're doing, really. Come on.
They're gonna pack up their camp as soon as the Christians tells them to. Sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know once we're in Toronto, they're there. You're gonna see. And over here, I'm just waiting until we got some French brother that speak French, and we're gonna go in Saint Michel where they preach. We're gonna have our own corners, and we go preach over there and see them packed up. You understand? Go feed them brothers out. I mean, if they're not cowards and everything. You understand? These other camps, they're straight faggots, man. You understand? You're not gonna find women like this in these other camps. Understand? They're gonna tell you about the new moons. They're gonna tell you about, the woman who preach. They're gonna tell you about all the type of nonsense that you gotta hear. You understand? But only I.S.U.P.K woman will be like this, like what you're seeing right now, like what we're reading right now. Understand? Let's go to Pressure 1 because I want to go to get to the men things. You understand? Let's go.
Hachaanakah, sir. Verse 29. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren. Fear not this tormentor.
Now, the mother said, don't fear the oppressor. Be ready to die, my son. Go ahead and die, my son, just like you got to die for the Most High. Go ahead and die. You understand? And this is the type of mother that you want your kids to have. You understand? Don't fear the oppressor. Understand? Drop that. Somebody bring me to 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 1. Also Zabaja, do first 1, verse 2, verse 3, until verse 11. Bible question. I'll be right back. All right.
So, so you said do 1 Maccabees verse 1?
Chapter 4, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 3 to 11. And I'll be right back.
Another one. Someone get me 1 Maccabees 4 verse 2. 2.
Salakia, sir, verse 1.
Verse 1. 1 Maccabees 4 verse 1. Whenever you have it, read. Whichever trooper has it.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, 4 verse 1. Then took Georges,
Is that it says?
5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night.
Read.
To the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly. And the men of the fortress were his guides.
Read.
Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army, which was at, let me say that, Emas.
Right. So Judas Maccabees gets basically word that Georgia's 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of his best horsemen were to move on the camp of the Jews, of these Judites who didn't want no part of the Greeks, who were basically raging guerrilla warfare on the Greeks because they didn't want to eat that dirty pork. They didn't want to eat that nasty shrimp or follow the culture of the homosexual heathens. Read.
While as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Georges by night into the camp of Judas, and when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds.
Right. So you gotta think of the bravery of these men, right? Who Judas had 3,000 men who didn't have armor and they didn't have swords. Right, and all they knew was that the Most High would be with them. All they had was the truth, and knowing that if you kept the truth, the Most High will be with you. Read.
And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen.
Right. So when they saw the camp of these heathens, of these homosexual Greeks, they saw that this camp looked strong. It looked mighty. It looked like anybody who's not in this truth, who's not in the I.S.U.P.K, if you're that this is too mighty, this is too much for us. Sir. I'm going to give the class back to 500, officer 500 RDR. Sir, you still there?
All right.
I finished that first Maccabees 4 and 6.
Everybody could hear me? To what officers about you? Right. So we're reading about the start of the revolution, you know what I'm saying? And really, you could read in First Maccabees chapter 2 and see really what the revolution was about. Understand? Matter of fact, it's like to what officers about you? First Maccabees chapter 2. All right, bring me to verse 6. Somebody bring me to First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 6. And somebody else keep the same where we at. Somebody else bring me to First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 6.
God. It's First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
God. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem, he said, woe is me. Therefore was I born to see this misery of my people.
Of who?
Of my people.
Now, what was the blasphemy that was committed in Judah and Jerusalem? What was the blasphemy that was committed there?
So, like, sir, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that one.
The blasphemy is, we just read it in First Maccabees chapter 1. You understand? The people wanted to follow exactly the Greek custom, and not only that, in the temple, they wanted us to sacrifice pig in the temple. Imagine that. The pig, God said the pig is an abomination. You understand? And the Greeks wanted us to sacrifice pig in the temple of the Most High. That was what's happening during the time of the Greeks. You understand? They wanted us to go, you understand, fully outside of our laws. You understand? We're like, you know what? We know you can't eat pork, but you know what? Sacrifice a pork to the Most High. Let's see something there. Go ahead.
First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 7. Verse 7. And of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hands of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hands of strangers. Verse 8. Her temple is become as a man without glory. Verse 9. Her glorious vessel are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men.
So like, yeah, you was cutting up.
Okay. I'll read verse 7 again.
Go on. The last part of verse 7, Bible question.
Go on, sir.
Go on.
I was born to the city of misery people, and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into hands of strangers. Verse 8. Her temple is become as a man without glory. Verse 9. Her glorious vessels are carried away.
Salakia. In verse 8, where you say her temple is become a man without glory, is just like a vain man. I said, a vain man, a man with no value, a man with no moral. You understand? Somebody that's vain. I said, somebody that's smoking weed, somebody that's selling drugs, somebody that's having sex with whores. I said, somebody that's vain. You understand? Just like us being in the truth, we see everything that's going outside, like men that's doing this. You understand? They're like vain. You understand? You're not really about our people. You're not really about Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You're not really about freedom. Black Lives Matter. Well, hell yeah, Black Lives Matter. But you're not about that. What about that man that was saying, you understand, not fucking around movement, that was walking around with guns? Now he's in jail right now. You understand? You ain't about shit. You a vain man. You understand? You want to be something real? Come in the I.S.U.P.K. Come do your 90 days. Come in the I.S.U.P.K. and you understand? Then you become somebody real. You understand? Come become a trooper, and after that you become an officer. Come do your time in the I.S.U.P.K. Come learn how to save your people, how to help your people, man. You understand? That's a van. That's what a van man is. Somebody that's outside of the UPK. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Her glorious vessel are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. Verse 10.
You understand? So we in oppression right now. We being oppressed. Just like we live in today. You understand? The police is killing us. Our women are whores. You understand? Our sons and daughters. You understand? They're being raised the wrong way. You understand? Just like we're seeing today, the same thing that was going on back in the days. But We wanted it back in the days. We were the one that went to the kings and begged the king, you know what? We want to follow your ways. But there were a couple of us that was one west. You understand? Judah was one west. So like this is talking about Mattathias was one west. You understand? Keep on going.
Verse 10. What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Verse 11.
So like drop down, go to verse 15. That's just to give you a breakdown or an oversight of what was going on during the time of the Greek. You understand? You could read all the Maccabees. It's an excellent story to know what was really going down. You understand, during that time.
So you want me to continue on 15 now?
15, come on.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 15. In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city, Modin, to make them sacrifice. Verse 15. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together. Verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias, on this wise, thou
in this matter,
thou art a ruler and honorable great man in the city.
So you are somebody high and esteemed by the people. You are somebody that's wise. You are somebody that people look up onto. You understand? Imagine somebody coming. I mean the officers. I mean, imagine the senators. You know what I mean, the Congress coming to officer. So like a General YAHANNA. Be like, well, you somebody that the people look up to. You somebody that that is wise. That you understand, that has power. Go ahead.
Thou art a ruler and honorable and great man in the city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
So you have a lot of sons and you have a lot of brothers that's real to you. You understand? We see you. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment. Now
here we go again. Salakia, here we go again. By the way, Salakia, Sister Barakwana Shalom, Sister Yahweh Shemata Taba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Triple Barakyala, no sweat. You could, you know what I mean, just follow online, you understand, like on the chat. That's it. I say, here you go, like we read before. The king gave an order, eat swine. Now, the order that was given to Mattathias is to sacrifice pig in the temple. You understand? Sacrifice a pig in the temple. Keep on going. Now, you somebody I am mighty. You understand? Everybody listen to you. Just do what the king said. Just sacrifice a pig to the Most High. Sacrifice a pig in the temple. Go ahead.
God. Oh, slide. 17. Verse 18. Now, therefore, come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done.
Now, all the other nations have done this. You understand? The Chinese have done it. You understand? The Japanese have done it. The Africans have done it. You understand? Ishmael has done it. Everybody else has done it except you, Israelite. Now it's time for you, Israelite, to do what we say. But you since you are somebody that people look up to, we coming to you first. Do it so the people, your people, could do it as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the men of Judah also,
Mm-hmm.
and such as remain at Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
So shalt thou and thy house by in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored.
This is our statement come to you, man. Shall be, I mean, rewarded with silver and gold. This is, I mean, our statement come to you. Well, do this. Well, once you resist the devil will come up to you with gifts. You understand? Well, the devil see you, I mean, fighting and everything. You understand? Trying to be righteous and everything. But you know what? Do this. I give you everything that you want. I give you money. I give you this. I give you that. And so many of our brothers fall into that trap, man. You understand? So many of our sisters fall into that trap. Us in the I.S.U.P.K, I pray the most high that we don't fall into that trap, man. You understand? Because we want West. We got something to uphold. We got something, I mean, we got to be like these brothers back in the days. We got to be like these seven brothers that was ready to die, I mean, instead of eating pork. I pray the most high we have that spirit inside of us, especially us in Canada over here. You understand? Let's have that spirit in one, you know what I mean, in one another. So we don't fall in for the tricks of the devil. So we don't fall for, you know, I give you the money that you need. Well, you can't pay your bills, brother. You understand? They're gonna call you brother as well. You can't pay your bills, brother. If you do this, I'll give you the money that you need. Well, you know what? Damn that. I'm ready to die for the laws. I'll be homeless and I follow the laws. Understand? I go hungry and I don't follow the laws. Let the Most High be on my side and He give me everything that I want. Understand? Let's have the spirit in our mind as one West, as I.S.U.P.K soldiers and warriors. You understand? Keep on going.
With silver and gold and many rewards. Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, Thou all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers.
So now this is the brother that Mattathias, I mean, that's saying, you know what? Well, yeah, every nation, I mean, forget where they came from. Now, I mean, every one of us already heard the prophet, remember where you came from, right? Now, I mean, you made it out there. Remember where you came from. Well, you know what? Every other nation, they forgot where they came from. They forgot the laws. They forgot the culture. You understand? Just like the Africans, I mean, celebrate. I mean, Halloween and Christmas. The Arabs as well. The Muslim, they celebrate Christmas as well over here. You understand? They sing the Christmas songs as well over here. Understand? And so on and so on. But us in one Western I.S.U.P.K, nah, we're not gonna fall. You understand? We was in the world, we're not gonna go back in the world. Now we become somebody new. Understand? Now we're going back to who we really are. But these are the nations, I mean, they forgot where they came from. They forgot who they were, They forgot, you understand, their history. And not forget their history per se, but they forget, you understand, their morality, the type of morality or the type of ideology that they had. Now they follow what? They follow Christmas. Now they follow the white man. But you know what? Us in the I.S.U.P.K, we're not gonna do that the same thing. We're gonna go back to what we are. We're gonna go back to our morality, our culture, our customs. Keep on going.
And fall away every one from the religion of your fathers and give consent to his commandments.
Now they follow the kings. Now they follow Greek. Now every nation, I mean, now you got Africans, I mean, wrestling butt ass naked. You understand? Now you got Japanese, I mean, Asians, I mean, having sex with their kids. You understand? Now you have other nations doing all the type of abomination that the Greeks were doing. You understand? Keep on going.
Yet, verse 20, yet will will, Salakia, verse 20, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. Verse 21, God forbid that we should forsake.
But us we want, us we want. Yeah, go ahead, Salakia.
Verse 21, God forbid that we should forsake the law and the
ordinances. But us, we want west. We're gonna keep what we're doing. We're gonna keep out the laws and the commandment and the precepts in the Bible. We're gonna follow exactly what God says. We're not gonna obey to your king. We're not gonna do exactly what your king say. What Xerxes say, do this. Well, you know what? Middle finger to Xerxes. We're gonna do what Yahweh says, man. You understand? And that's one west. That's our mentality over here in I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? Keep on going.
Another one come. Verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's words.
No, we're gonna celebrate Christmas.
Not hearken to the king's words.
We will celebrate Halloween.
Not hearken to the king's words.
The king said to eat pork and eat, you understand what we're gonna do?
We will not hearken to the king's words.
This is what the mentality we gotta have in I.S.U.P.K, man. We're not gonna listen to nobody else, no other authority but Yahweh himself. You understand? If it's not in the Bible, we're not gonna follow it. You understand? What I mean by that, I mean by anything that go against the Bible. Don't go and cross the red light and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna follow that. It's not in the Bible. Understand? It doesn't go against the laws of God. Understand? Respect that. Respect the laws of the land, as long as it doesn't go against what God says. You understand? I mean, stop for the red light. Understand? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do this. You understand? I'm gonna carry my gun in the airport. It's not. You understand? It's not in the laws of the Bible. I'm gonna do it. Nah. You understand? Don't do anything that. I mean, follow the laws of the land, as long as those laws don't make you go against the laws of the Most High. You understand? But otherwise, we're not gonna follow what the king says. He tells us to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We're not gonna follow. Well, they say, you know what? We gotta smoke weed. We're not gonna follow. You understand? We gotta do this. We gotta do that. That goes against the Most High. We're not gonna follow. All right, drop that. Let's go back to 1 Maccabees chapter 4. Who had it? We see the struggle exactly. We see the struggle that was happening. You understand? Our brothers, our forefathers, they didn't want to follow what the Greek were doing, and we are war. Matter of fact, Salakia. Before we go to 1 Maccabees chapter 4, Triple Yerad, bring me to where you was at, verse 24. Bible question.
Like sir, it was 1 Maccabees chapter 2, right?
Come.
And verse 24. I got it for you.
No, matter of fact, it's over verse 23. Verse 23 and 3. So like it.
1 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 23. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar.
Now this is the brother, right? The brother was like, you know what? They told him, you got to sacrifice a pig in the altar, right? Now he's saying, hell no, I ain't gonna sacrifice a pig in the damn altar, man. This is the altar of the Most High. What the hell you think I'm gonna do, man? What the hell you think this is, man? Now here comes a brother. Here comes a sellout. Here comes a Christian preacher. Here comes a politician that's gonna say what? Well, me first. Well, now I mean the white man wants us to now I mean sacrifice a pig. I'll do it, sir. I'll do it, massa. Go ahead.
There came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar, which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment.
Now the king say, now you got to sacrifice a pig on the altar in the temple of the Most High. Mattathiah say, no, I ain't gonna do it. I know the laws. I'd rather die, just like those 7 brothers, right? Now here comes the sellout. Here come a coon that's gonna say, yeah, well, I'll do it, sir. I'll do it, massa. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Which thing when Mattathiah saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
Now he got mad. He got mad. The zeal of the Most High was on that brother. It was like, what? What the hell? This motherfucker, so like, this MF should be looking at, you know what I mean? Looking at what I'm doing and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. We the real Jews over here, man. We the, you know what I mean? We Yasharala. Now this dumbass gonna come over here and say, yes, I'm gonna do it. So let's see what happened.
And his reins tremble.
Now he was on his horse. He was holding his horse, right? Understand? Now he starts shaking. He starts shaking on the horse. Like, I mean, he was so mad he starts shaking. You never see a brother, I mean, you got so mad and you start shaking. That was the brother. That was the zeal he had for the Most High. He's like, what? You understand? Go ahead.
Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to the
judgment. He couldn't hide the fact that he was mad. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't hide the fact that everybody seen that he was mad. Brother was so mad he was shaking on his horse. You understand? Go ahead.
According to his judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
He slew that brother. He slew that brother. He slew that. I mean, he killed, which means he killed that sellout that wanted to sacrifice the pork on the altar. You understand? He killed them. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And the king's commissioner who compelled man to sacrifice, he killed.
Now, Mattathias, I mean, killed the officer. I mean, the man that was sent to tell the Jews, you gotta sacrifice a pig on the altar. He killed them too. He killed the. You know what I mean? Let's say don't kill the. I mean, don't kill the man that is sent to give you the news. Don't kill the messenger, but he killed the messenger as well. You understand? He was so hardcore, he killed the messenger. It's like, you know what? The hell to that, man. Hell that, man. I'm gonna kill all these MF. You understand?
God.
I'm not saying to go kill. Now, I mean, we know we want West. We're not.
God.
Supposed to. Well, so most of you, man. You understand? But we're not supposed to go out there and kill white people and whatever. You understand? The Most High is gonna deal with it. Just follow the laws. You understand? But this brother had the zeal of the Most High. He killed the brother and he killed the man that was sent, the messenger that was sent to them to tell us to sacrifice a pig on the altar. Understand? All right. That's where it all started. That's where the revolution started. Just like a class I was watching from General Muhammad. You gotta be ready to make enemies in the truth.
Right.
Understand? Don't go kill people for the truth. You understand? But you gotta be willing to make enemies for the truth. You understand? If they're doing what they're not supposed to do, they eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Be ready, don't go kill them, but be ready, to chastise them, to tell them what you're doing is wrong. And if they hate you for it, so be it. That's a good thing. You understand? Right. Just like Christ said, I'm not here to bring peace. I'm here to bring the sword. I'm here to bring, you understand, vision. You understand? A man enemy shall be his own household. That's what Christ said, right? So be ready to have enemies for the truth. But don't go kill nobody for the truth. You know what I mean? Don't go do like Mattathias. That was back in the days. Now we got a new ways of dealing with this situation. Understand? And come in class, come and learn how to do it, and you will learn how to do it. You understand? Somebody drop that. Bring me to where the First Maccabees chapter 4.
Concert. It's First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 6, or
go ahead.
But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds. Verse 7. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen, and these were expert of war.
Now that's in these eaters, right? That's in the expert of war. Imagine you going to war right now, right? Imagine you in this time right now. We just, how many brothers we in Toronto? 5 plus me and Barakiala over here in Montreal. Imagine seven men going against an army, going against the Canadian army. Imagine that. Put that in your mind. Imagine us 7 going against, the whole entire Canadian army. We're not gonna shake. We're not gonna fear. Imagine the tanks. Imagine the guns. Us, we got machetes. You understand? We got little sticks. You understand? We got sticks. You understand? Imagine that. And those brothers still won. They still won. You understand? They still drove off the Greeks. Keep on reading.
Then said Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude.
No, do what the white man says.
Fear ye not their multitude.
What? There's 2 straps.
Fear ye not their multitude.
Fear them not, man. You understand? Don't care. We 7 brothers right now, right? Don't the Bible say 1 man shall chase 1,000?
Yeah.
There you go. We 7 right now. That's 7,000 men. You understand? Messiah in Christ. You understand? Fear them not. Go ahead.
Fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault.
No, not to be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? The white man got this, the white man got that. Who gives a damn? We got the Messiah. We got Yahweh. You understand? Who gives a damn what they have? And this is the mindset that they were in. This is the mindset that Judah, you understand, were in. This is the mindset the Maccabees were in, man. We give a damn what they have. We got the Messiah. And this is one West, brothers. This is one West. This is I.S.U.P.K straight mindset. You understand? When we in camp, look at how many people. Also, the rush for speaking in camp. You see how many? You know what I mean? You see the crowds out. The crowds was got hype. Who gives a damn? We was right there. I mean, we don't give a damn. They could kill us. They could, take out the guns and shoot us. We don't give a damn. Who give a damn? We got the most with us, man. You understand? That's one West. Keep on going.
Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea when Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Exactly. You understand? When Pharaoh pursued us, after we left Egypt, did we fight? We didn't fight. You know what I mean? They went inside the water, and what did the Mosai do? Close the water inside, you understand? While they're inside in between the waters. So the whole army, got killed. So we're not supposed to fear none of these things, man. Don't fear the weapon of the adversary. Don't fear the weapon of the oppressor. Don't fear the police. Don't fear the army. Fear the Most High. He will rescue you. He will fight for you. And this is the mindset that we have to have as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man. And this is what we're celebrating today. The fact that we didn't fear the Greeks. We didn't fear the white man. We feared the Most High, and he delivered us. He gave us strength. You understand? Go ahead.
Now, therefore, let us cry unto heaven. If peradventure the Lord will have mercy and remember the covenant of our fathers.
All right. Super squad. Let us cry to heaven. Does that mean to sing like the Christian church with the tambourines and the music? Hallelujah. Jesus is with me every day. You understand? Does that mean that?
Nah, sir.
What does that mean?
It means to like just to pray in a sense. No.
Well, if you pray and matter of fact, I don't want to give it out. Who want to go and give it a shot? Chuba, you're right.
God, sir. If I may explain it, basically, they put a word out to the Most High. They talk to the Most High. They talk to Yahweh.
Yes, that's what it means. But how do we have to do it though?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
By keeping the laws, sir.
Exactly. Give off Sister Baja by keeping the laws. You know why? Because in Proverbs it says what? A man that prays, I'm paraphrasing, a man that prays but that's not keeping the commandment, his prayer is an abomination. So you could yell all you want. God, listen to me, you understand? Like the Christians are doing. Jesus' name, in Jesus' name. You understand? You're not keeping the laws. This is an abomination. All you got to do is keep the law, man. Keep the law. The Most High will see what you're going through, man. The Most High will see what your oppression. What the oppressor is doing on you. You understand? And He will deliver you from that. You understand? Go ahead.
That's Proverbs 28:9.
Come, understand? Come, go ahead. Go read it right quick.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
There we go. You understand? Always have this. This is a precept for it. You understand? So go now. Praying to the Most High, looking upward means following the laws, following what the Most High, the decrees that the Most High gave us. The laws that He gave us. Follow them, and He will listen to us. And that's all Black, especially Native Indian, got to do. All we got to do is follow the Most High laws. Once we do it, you know what's gonna happen? More than coronavirus is gonna come. You understand? You're gonna see earthquake, in places, you never seen. You're gonna see Westmont in Montreal, being destroyed by the Most High. You're gonna see, those rich neighborhood of the white man being destroyed by the Most High. You're gonna see, all the army. There's, you're gonna see, all these military, Canadian military, people and whatnot. They're gonna have disease on them. Why? Because we follow the laws of the Most High. That's all we need to do, man. Understand? Go ahead.
The Lord will have mercy upon us and remember the covenant of our fathers. And
remember what?
Remember the covenant of our fathers.
We have it. You understand? There you have it. Remember the laws. Remember where you got to stand. Understand? Remember, you're not supposed to eat crab, shrimp, lobster. Remember, as a woman, you're not supposed to be a whore. There shall be no whores in the house of Israel. You understand? Remember, you should not be a whoremonger. Remember, should not have sex with a man. Remember, you should not have sex with, you're a woman. Don't be a carpet robber. You understand? So on and so on. Follow the laws of the Most High. Understand? Go ahead.
And destroy this host before our face this day.
Go ahead.
That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
There you go. Understand? We want deliverance. We want salvation. All we got to do is follow the Most High. That's why Judas, these brothers, and with Judas, they knew. This is what they had in their mind. You understand? And that's why we're celebrating right now. You understand? Go ahead.
Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them.
So, like I've said, the verse you're in.
Oh, the verse I just said. Slakia said. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivered.
Say the verse and the number of the verse.
Oh, verse 11, just chapter 4, verse 11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
So you see that this is what was going on there. This is what we're celebrating. And when you're gonna read the entire story, you're gonna see it was a fight. They had a temple. We had to fight them away from our temple and so on. You understand? And they left. They were scared and everything. You understand? They were shitting in their pants. Understand? Bring me to verse 41. Understand?
Go on, sir. Verse 41. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
Yeah, cleanse the sanctuary. He cleansed the sanctuary from who?
Heathens, sir.
Heathens, white people, Edomites, Greeks. You understand? He drove them out because they were in the sanctuary. They were. You understand? They were there, and I mean, acting like they are the priests of the Most High. They are the priests, and I mean, worshiping those, and I mean, those pagan idols. And I mean, in our temples, like, you understand? So we drove them out of that place. You understand? Judah and the brothers over there back in the days, they drove them out. Now I mean, from the temple. Go ahead.
So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the law.
So he chose priests that follow the laws, that have pleasure in the laws. You understand? Everything about the Bible, you understand, revolve around the laws. Not doing the laws bring us in captivity. Not doing the laws bring us in the ghettos. Not doing the laws bring us in oppression. Not doing the laws bring us in the bad life. You understand? Bad misery. Doing the laws elevates us. You understand? We are Yasharala. We are Prince of the Most High. We must represent the Most High on earth. You understand? So we must keep the laws. So we find priests that wanted to follow the laws and that was about the law. Just like we are in the I.S.U.P.K right now. We came out of the world and we in the I.S.U.P.K right now. Why? Because we realize we must keep the laws. We realize inside of ourselves that there's something greater by keeping the laws. Understand? Not following the laws, we suffering just like we were suffering back in the days. Understand? Go ahead.
Who cleansed the sanctuary and bear out the defiled stones into an unclean place.
Go ahead.
And when as they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offerings, which was profane, they thought it best to pull it down.
Tore it down, you understand? They tore the altar down. You know? Why? Because they were sacrificing pig on the altar, man. You understand? Imagine with the Greeks. The Greeks were probably having sex inside of the temple, man. Next to the altar, man. White people are so damn vile. You understand? You can't even put anything past that's evil past them. They were probably having sex next to the altar while you're sacrificing. They were probably having sex on the altar, you understand, itself. So they had to tear it down, understand, and rebuild it. And one thing about the I.S.U.P.K that's custom in the I.S.U.P.K is that every year during exactly this time we bring something new in our school, understand, just for remembering, you understand, what was going on back in the days. Just for remembering, like renewing our thing. We bring new vase, you understand? We buy new vase. Officer the Rock just brought me, you understand? I mean, what you're seeing behind me right now, a banner, you understand? And Most High in Christ, he come exactly during those times, you understand? So we always doing this. You understand? Most High in Christ. Give a hand to the Most High. Also the Rock. Hachaanakah, we bring new things in our temple. We remodel our temples. We remodel our schools. Understand? That's what we do, and we're gonna do it every year. Now, if it's a new sword, once we have our own school, our own establishment, our own venue, we're gonna have every Hachaanakah bring new sword. You understand? Bring new, painting, whatever it is. But we bring new things. We remodel. You understand? A little bit. We add up to what we add. You understand? Go ahead.
Because the heathen had defiled it, wherefore they pulled it down and laid up stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place until there should come a prophet to show what should be done with them.
Go ahead.
Then they took whole stones according to the law and built a new altar according to the former.
Exactly, you know what I mean? This is our custom in the I.S.U.P.K as well, you understand? We bring everything new in the school. You understand? New vase, new things. I mean, if it's something to put your oil on, that's gonna be something new. I mean, now I have this right now. Once we have our school, we're gonna have something bigger. We're gonna have something nicer. You understand? And all these type of things. You understand? A new vase for the incense. You understand? Everything. Understand? That's what we do in Hachaanakah in I.S.U.P.K. We renew our school. We bring in a fresher look in our schools. You understand? And that's gonna be like forever until Christ come back. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
And made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple, and hollowed the court. They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the candlestick and the altar of burnt offerings and of incense. And
for Christian, I mean, so like for the Christian, this is the candlestick. Now I mean, in the future, we're gonna like Officer Darash has. Now I mean, you have the candlestick. Now I mean, light up in every class. In the future, we're gonna have our candlestick light up. You understand? And everything. You understand? So this is the candlestick. This is the emblem of Israel. This is our belonging. This is our culture. You're not gonna see this in the Christian church. You understand? But we have it.
And upon
Go ahead.
And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the candlestick they lighted, and they might give light in the temple. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table, and spread out the veils, and finished all the works which they had begun to make. Now on the 25th day of the month of the 9th month, which is called the month.
Wait. 5 and 20th day of the month. What is that?
The Salakia, sir, the 25th.
The 25th. Go ahead.
On the 9th month, which is called the month Kaslu.
What is that month called today?
Salakia, sir, I don't know.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The month is called December, sir.
December, you understand? All you got to do is look it up, you understand? December, the 25th day of December. What happened in the 25th day of December?
Oh.
Come on. That should be quick, man. God damn. That should the 25th day of December, man.
That's Nimrod's birthday.
Come on, you understand? That's Nimrod's birthday. That's Christmas, you understand? Go ahead.
In the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning.
Go ahead.
And offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Look, at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it.
Wait. So the 25th day of December, this is the day that the heathen profaned our temple?
Yeah.
You looking at Christmas right there?
Yeah, it's right there.
I mean, you see the correlation. You understand? And the 25th day of December, this is what our people are celebrating today. This is the day that the heathen profane our temple. It's right there in the Bible, man. You understand? Right there in the Bible. Go ahead.
Even in that, was it dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals.
But we made it better. You understand? We made it better. You understand? Hachaanakah fell into that day, during those times. So they celebrated, Now it's not an Eden feast no more, it's an Israelite feast. You understand? Because we went to war with the Edens, man. We had courage, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 55. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success. 56. And so they kept the dedication.
For you give us what?
Good success.
So these brothers seen, I mean, soldiers, I mean, army, you understand, man, valiant in war, you understand, commanding in war. And they were like, I mean, Israelite, simple brothers, I mean, that they had the zeal of the Most High. And they were victorious, man, over an army. And for those that say those things cannot happen, look at 80. You understand? Look at them Levites. The same thing happened during the Levites, you know what I mean? In the slavery. Yeah. Levites didn't have nothing but machete and poison. Look at what they did to the French. You understand? They drove that short dude, I mean, that short French guy, I mean, crazy. Until he went in the east side, I mean, and he lost and he got killed. He died over there. You understand? They drove him crazy, man. You understand? With machetes and poison. You understand? So for those that say that you cannot fight in a big army, all you got to do is have faith, man. Especially in our case, all we got to do is follow the Most High. And that's what we're celebrating right now. People, I mean, all brothers that have faith in the Most High and that they were no cowards. You understand? Go ahead.
And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days. And
so this is what we're celebrating. You understand? The dedication of the altar, the dedication, I mean, where they renew everything. I mean, they fought the Greek, and I mean, and regained the temple, and they renew everything. Now they're dedicated to the Most High, and we're celebrating, we're commemorating, remembering exactly what happened back in the day. You understand? This is what we're doing today. You understand? These are stories that I mean to make us have strength, to make us now become warriors. You understand? To make us now whatever you're going through, be like, you know what? I'm not gonna fall. I'm not gonna fail. I'll rather die instead of failing. You understand? Let's have this in our mind, and like this, we could show it to the world outside. We won West over here. We're not gonna fail. We rather die instead of failing. Understood?
Right.
God.
Messiah in Christ. All right, keep on going.
And offered burnt offerings with gladness.
With gladness. I mean, be happy, be merry. I mean, this is why I say, I mean, we start with drinking. I mean, we drink, we eat. I mean, I'm about to get my grub on. I mean, after class. I mean, understand? So be merry. You understand? For 8 days, be merry, man. You understand? You got your slavery, be merry in your slavery, man. After your slavery, get you a drink, man. I mean, take the stress off, man. You understand? Be glad, man. You understand? Whatever you gotta do, man, go get that matrix. Now I mean, get inside the matrix, whatever. Man. You understand? I ain't gotta tell you how to celebrate, man. Just don't eat no pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Now I mean, don't go do no eating things. Now I mean, just do everything according to the law, according to the Most High, according to our culture. You understand? Go ahead.
And sacrifice the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
Go ahead.
They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields.
With what?
With crowns of gold and with shields.
God damn it. I mean, we got the shield of David, man. In the kingdom, we're going to have shields of David everywhere, man. You understand? We're going to have shield of David in front of the temple, in front of our house. You know what I mean? That's the shield of David right there. You know, he's Israelite under the Most High YAHANNA and YAHANNA, man. You understand? We come from one West Sunday coming in YAHANNA, man. You understand? We got our shit everywhere, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And the gates and the chambers they renewed and hang doors upon them.
Just like I said, I mean, I.S.U.P.K, we have, I mean, we have the custom. Every Hachaanakah, we remodel our school. Like what I say, I mean, not paint it over and everything, but bring new things in the school. You understand? New sword, new shields. I mean, even if it's a war shield that I mean that they used to have, like in the not the gladiator, man. dark ages, know what I mean? Shield, we put in the wall, whatever you have to have. A vase, know what I mean? A golden vase for incense or for cup, know what I mean, to drink. We bring that in the school, know what I mean? Every Hachaanakah, we got to do this, especially also over here, know what I mean? We bring growing up and building up. Save money for Hachaanakah. We bring things in the school. You understand? As officers and troopers in the school, we bring it. We do it together. So now I mean, our school could be now I mean perfect. Be when for when Christ come back. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's get it. Go ahead.
Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
I mean, the reproach of it's a reproach, man, for to have Edens ruling over us. It's a reproach to I mean to be in the ghetto. It's a reproach to be poor. It's a reproach to be living the life that we live in, to have a 95, to have a slavery. It's a reproach, man. But the day is coming, man, when Yahweh is gonna come, and we will have those damn Edens in slavery, man. You understand?
God.
Come, sir.
It's a coming soon, brothers. All we got to do is follow the most. All we got is keeping these laws. Understand? And let us see our enemies fall, man. Go ahead.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year, by the space from year to year.
That's what we're doing right now. You're not gonna hear this in the Christian church. I never heard this in the Christian church. I had to come in the I.S.U.P.K to hear this, man. You understand? Right. And that's following the Most High. You understand? That's following the Most High. Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
From the 5 and 20th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
This is why I got the incense. This is why I got the incense, the mirror. You understand what I mean? Burn some incense, make it smell good. Let the Most High smell that sweet savor, man. You understand? Get your drink on, get the food on, get the grub, man. Celebrate, be merry with each other. You know what I mean? Brotherhood, sisterhood. You know what I mean? And soon, you know what I mean, we're gonna. You know what I mean, when the feast comes soon, we all gotta be together. Even though y'all gotta come in Montreal, I gotta. Those in Montreal gotta go in. You know what I mean, Toronto. You know what I mean, it's gonna be marvelous in the future, man. You understand? We're gonna make it happen over here in Canada, man. You understand? Be glad, be merry. For 8 days, be merry. No, forget the stress. You understand? Forget the stress. You know what I mean? You stressful, think about the Most High. Think about what these brothers, what these 7 brothers had to endure. You understand? For the Most High. You understand? What this mother that's watching, you know what I mean, 7 kids being killed and tortured, you know what I mean? Be glad. What these brothers, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, like Judas Maccabees and his father started from his father. I mean, be glad that I mean we have people like this in our race. I mean, we royal. We a royal race, you understand? We a race that I mean that's full of soldiers, man. You understand? All core brothers and all core sisters, man. You understand? Be glad for that, man. Be merry. Don't let the stress alone. You understand? This week, these 8 days, it's time for us to be glad and to be merry. You understand? Keep on going.
At that time, also they builded up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down.
They secure that place. They secure the place. Secure your house. Secure your love. Secure your, you know what I mean, your well-being. You know what I mean? I want to say something. I'll be like, be in your mind like a party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. But those 8 days, like, I mean, just party. Just, I mean, you with your rib, party. You know what I mean? Have fun with your rib. Have fun in your house. You know what I mean? Don't let stress, you know what I mean, put you down. Remember what the sacrifice that, you know what I mean, that happened for you to be here, to be in the One West, to be in the school. You understand? Just be well. Just be merry. You understand? Go ahead.
And they set their garrison to keep it and fortified Bethshura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea.
We'll get wait. Against who?
Against Idumea.
Who's Idumea?
Esau.
Right.
So like somebody went like, yeah. I mean, that's Esau, man. That's the damn devil, man. You understand?
Right.
Fortify your walls, fortify your house against Idumea, against the oppressor, against the damn devil, man. You understand? And I pray for, none of us, say, you know what? The devil tells us to do this, we got to do this. Be strong. You're a warrior. You Yasharala, man. You understand? Stand up for the Most High. Tell Idumea, help. L to the F, no. I ain't gonna do the damn thing. If it's against the Most High, hell no. You understand? Most High in Christ. All right, somebody bring me to 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 21, and we clip the class. I'm gonna pass the class to Officer Darash afterward. 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 21.
Sir. Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 21. But we fight for our lives and our laws.
We fight for what?
Fight for our lives and our laws.
And our what?
Our lives and our laws.
The laws, should be our lives. You understand? That's what it means. Our law, the law should be our life. Let those laws be your life. Let those laws in the Bible be your life. Don't go against these laws, but you understand? Fight for these laws. Just like those brothers fought for the laws. Just like those brothers gave their life for those laws. And you know what? God rescued them. You understand? They weren't scared. You understand? Against a multitude of Idumean. You understand? They weren't scared, but they fought because they had the laws in their mind. And the same thing we must do today. We got to fight for our lives and these laws. We got to fight for the Most High. It's time we give a fight for the Most High. It's time we fight for the Most High, man. Instead of fighting for the Christian church, instead of doing what the white man says, let's fight for the Most High. Let's do what the Most High say. Let's put these laws in our mind, man. And like this, let's do it until Christ come back. And we will rule the world, brothers. You understand? That being said, I say Shalom, Israel. I'll pass the class to Officer Darash.
Water, sir.
Most High in Christ. And celebrate, celebrate to those 8 weeks or weeks for or days for to celebrate. Be happy. You guys in Toronto, be in the brotherhood. Brother, gotta be strong. You understand? Finish the slavery. If y'all could get it together, get a drink together, get over the scriptures. Whatever you gotta do, but keep that brotherhood strong in Toronto, man. And I'll hopefully I'll see y'all soon as well. And I'll come with I'll make it my purpose to come with with Trooper Barakela in Toronto. It's like
right.
I know he's listening right now. I'll pay. We pay his ticket. You got to come to camps in Toronto. Next year. Let's make it happen. All right, Officer Darash, you got it.
The water, sir. The water for the class. All right.
No sacrifice.
This is the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K. Started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. So we have the Hachaanakah, which we've started tonight. This is the opening. All right, for 8 days. All right, and again, can be found First Maccabees 4, verse 52 to 61. Again, tonight was the opening for this feast. Okay. For any updates, Akim, Aquaf, to check the I.S.U.P.K website or check the camp leader, which would be Officer Aban. Officer RDR, would you like to announce your classes?
To priest. Don't remember that we got classes in French and I.S.U.P.K Quebec in French for everybody that speak French in Quebec in French and every place that speak French, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We have classes in French on I.S.U.P.K Quebec, and that's our first class is on Monday. That where I show that the New Testament is for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the 12 tribes of Israel only. That starts from 5 to 6 p.m. And on Wednesday we have the law class that starts from 7 p.m. That stuff from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. You understand? And also we have, for those that speak Creole, for every Levites out there, we have classes now in Creole as well on I.S.U.P.K IET. Si nous parlons créole, nous avons classe en créole sur I.S.U.P.K IET qui commençait le dimanche à 7h p.m. Dimanche 7h p.m. venez sur I.S.U.P.K IET.
One out of one. Right. For on No Cowards Canada YouTube channel, for the classes, you can find the Brotherhood class every Tuesday from 7 to 9, taught by myself. You can find the Law class, again, No Cowards Canada, every Wednesday, 7 to 9, taught by myself. You can also find the Lashawan Kadash class, No Cowards Canada, from 7 to 9, every Friday, taught by myself. And then you can find the Sabbath service every Shabbat or Saturday, all right, from 12 to 1, taught by Officer 50 Zabadia on No Cowards Canada, all right. With that being said, so like if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarf. With that being said, we're gonna do the Lord's Prayer, right, sir?
Come on.
So we're going to do the Lord's Prayer. So, men of Israel, I'm Majim, which means to stand. All right. Star, Wapanya Hakadam, which means turn and face the east. And we're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Lashawan Kadash. Abinawa. Shabbat Shemayah. Kadash. Yahweh. Said in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, be thy name. Come, thy will be done. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. So, Laki, if anybody requests, we can do the blessing prayer. If anybody has somebody in particular in mind, you can say Khan or La.
La, appreciate. We cool.
No sweat. All right. So we're gonna salute out now. We're We're gonna give a salute to the Aquathian, and the Akim, to men of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yadim Matah. All right, we're gonna give a courtesy salute to the Aquathian, men of Israel. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Shema Yadim Matah. Class dismissed.